Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Tennis Express. Shop the blowout shoe sale today and save. Major plot lines are intersecting between the baselines and Flushing Meadows. Oh, it is going to be a good one. So let's get right to it. Here are the top 5 storylines for the U.S. Open. Number 5, the injury impact. Both top seeds are coming into New York coping with injuries. Top-ranked Novak Djokovic injured his left wrist practicing for the Rio Olympics, while women's world number 1, Serena Williams, has been bothered by a stiff shoulder. Nole pulled out of Cincinnati to rest his wrist and says he is still not 100%. Rafa Nadal was sidelined for 73 days nursing his left wrist injury, but says he feels now that he can start hitting his forehand at full force.
Finally, that was when I was in Mallorca with the injury. I was thinking about, I really need to be there. I want to be there. And knowing even if I don't arrive with the best conditions, I want to be there and I want to try my best and I want to enjoy again an Olympic experience that I missed in 2012. So just it happened and I enjoyed it.
And asked to gauge her fitness on a scale of 1 to 10, Serena told the media that I feel really fit now. She says she did serve pretty well at Wimbledon this year. She said she felt like she was able to hit aces when she wanted to, so we'll see how all that plays out. Number 4, the new roof. The USTA has put a lid on Arthur Ashe Stadium to the tune of $150 million. That new retractable roof means uninterrupted play for the first time in U.S. Open history, and that's a big deal. Remember, rain postponed the U.S. Open men's final to Monday for 5 straight years from 2008 to 2012. Longtime tournament referee Brian Early will determine when to close the roof, and his decision will be final. In general, though, once the roof is closed, it's going to stay closed throughout that match. However, the USTA does say it could also opt to reopen the roof if it wants to. And here is something to consider. If the roof is closed, who does it help? Novak Djokovic says he thinks a closed roof is better for returners than servers because humidity tends to create slower conditions and the balls fluff up a bit. Executive Director Gordon Smith told Tennis Now the USTA is committed to maintaining the Open as an open-air tournament, which means there are no plans to close the roof in cases of extreme heat or whipping winds. But he says the interesting thing about the roof is that even open, the structure tends to tame some of the crazy winds that can hit the stadium. So his view of the roof, whether opened or closed, will create a very competitive environment. Our number 3 storyline, Olympic blaze or burnout. So about Olympic victories, we know the Olympics can be emotionally empowering. At the same time, they can be very draining. So how will the Olympic medalists fare in New York? Can Monica Puig and Andy Murray carry their Rio play into New York? Also, Juan Martín del Potro, Angelique Kerber, Petra Kvitova, Rafa Nadal, and Kei Nishikori all earned medals in Rio. Will there be a residual fatigue? 4 years ago, it didn't matter to Andy Murray. No. He backed up his first Olympic gold, defeating Novak Djokovic in 5 sets to win his first Grand Slam title at the 2012 U.S. Open. Number 2 on our list, Big Four or Big Breakthrough. The Big Four of Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Andy Murray have combined to collect 42 of the last 46 Grand Slam titles. Those same 4 players have combined to win 10 of the last 12 U.S. Open crowns. Only Juan Martín del Potro in 2009 and Marin Cilic in 2014 have broken the Big Four stronghold on Flushing Meadows. But with Roger Federer missing the Open for the first time since 1999 and both Nole and Rafa coming off their wrist injuries, could we see a break from the Big Four dominance? Rafa admits the Big Four are getting a bit older, and he says it's normal that there's a new generation coming up, but he points out Novak is still number 1, Andy is number 2. The bookmakers have Djokovic and Murray as the top 2 favorites, followed by Milos Raonic in 3rd, then Juan Martín del Potro, Marin Cilic, Kei Nishikori, Rafa Nadal, and Stan Wawrinka. And the number 1 storyline is tennis history. A year ago, Roberta Vinci denied Serena Williams the Grand Slam with a stunning semifinal upset. But Serena is back and she's aiming to make some history. If she wins this U.S. Open, she will break the Open era record that she shares with Steffi Graf, capturing her 23rd major. Serena has won 3 of the last 4 U.S. Open titles, and a win can also break the Open era record she shares with Chris Evert by claiming her 7th Open championship. The #1 ranking is also at stake as Serena aims to set the record for most consecutive weeks at the top. Oh, but look out behind you, Serena. World #2, Angelique Kerber, can surpass Serena for the top spot by matching the top seed's performance in New York. And if world #3, Garbiñe Muguruza, reaches the final and Serena and Angie do not, Garbiñe will be the new world #1. So there is a lot at stake. It's going to be interesting to see who can stand up to all that pressure. Also looking for a slice of history, Novak Djokovic, who's playing for a 13th career major title, which would put him 1 behind Rafa Nadal and Pete Sampras for 2nd place on the Open era list. Okay, now it's your turn. Let us know who you're picking to win the U.S. Open. I'm Grace Carter. See you next time here on Tennis Now.